Kamusta mga kaibigan? Welcome to Josh Friends, where faith meets friendship and inspiration is just a conversation away. This is Reverend Migs Ramirez, and today we are joined by a special guest who's ready to share some words of wisdom from your favorite books and songs from Jesuit Communications. This might just be exactly what you need to hear. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into another episode of heartwarming stories and uplifting messages. Are you ready? Let's go!
You know, as someone who spends most of the time behind the camera capturing moments, directing choirs, and yes, even serenading my cat at home, I've always been fascinated by how art becomes a bridge between the earthly and the divine. I'm Ernest John, and when I'm not managing learning experiences at Taskas or binge watching K-dramas, I find myself constantly drawn to creative expression. Whether it's through photography, videography, or leading our choir at the shrine of St. Joseph Parish. But there's something deeper that happens when we create, something that connects us to the Creator Himself. Today, I want to share about this beautiful connection I discovered through JesCom's Keep the Faith greeting card series. 10 stunning pieces based on the floral arrangements of Father Jason D. of the Society of Jesus. These aren't just greeting cards. They're windows into how God speaks through beauty, through the simple act of arranging flowers for daily Mass. You see, Father Jason's work is inspired by the Ikebana, the Japanese art of flower arranging, specifically from the Sogetsu School. But what moves me most is how he weaves together liturgical seasons, our Philippine context, and the natural beauty God provides through flowers donated by the Faith Keepers Flower Ladies. As someone who's covered Jesuit music, including the powerful song I Am Ever With You by Father Arnel Aquino, I'm constantly reminded that God's presence isn't just in the grand performances or the perfect shots. It's in the quiet moments of arrangement, in the choosing of each petal, in the intentional placement that creates something beautiful for worship. One of the arrangements that particularly speaks to me features Hercules Calia lilies and Princess Amalia anthurium, accompanied by Jesus' words from Luke, "I have come to set the earth on fire, and how I wish it were already blazing." There's something about pairing that fiery declaration with the gentle elegance of arranged flowers that captures the paradox of faith, God's passionate love expressed through tender care. Another piece shows a simple dendrobium white orchid with bird's nest anthurium leaf, paired with Jesus telling the paralytic to rise, pick up your stretcher, and go home. As someone who's witnessed transformation in people's lives through music and learning, I see in this arrangement the same invitation we all receive: to rise, to move forward, to carry what we need for the journey. What strikes me most about Father Jason's work and what resonates with my own creative journey is how these arrangements aren't just decorative. They're theological statements. They're prayers made visible. They're reminders that God is present in the everyday beauty we often overlook. When I'm adjusting lighting for a perfect shot, helping someone discover their voice in choirs, or even just watching my cat playing while a K-drama runs in the background, I'm learning to see these moments as opportunities for encounter with the divine. Just like Father Jason finds God in the stems and petals, we can find God in the ordinary materials of our daily lives. The Keep the Faith series reminds us that faith isn't just about the big moments. It's about the daily arrangement of our lives, the intentional choices we make to create beauty and meaning, especially when the world feels chaotic. Let us journey together in hope. Journey with us with books and songs. Read more and get inspired. Head over to JesCom exclusives on jescom.com.ph/Josh to get your own Keep the Faith reading card series and discover how art can deepen your spiritual journey. Before we close, I want to share something special. July is Ignatian Month, and each week we are exploring different aspects of Saint Ignatius's transformative journey. This week, we're focusing on emotional awareness in faith. This connects directly to Saint Ignatius's foundational conversion experience. While recovering from his cannonball injury at Pamplona, Ignatius discovered that different thoughts produce different feelings. Reading about knights and Romans left him feeling empty afterward, while reading about the saints brought him lasting peace and energy. Here's your journey prompt for this week. Think about your own recovery moments. Times when you were forced to slow down, whether through illness, job loss, the pandemic, or major life changes. What did you discover about yourself during those slower periods? Like Ignatius, what activities, thoughts, or dreams left you feeling empty versus those that brought you lasting peace? How might God have been speaking to you through your feelings during those times of forced reflection? As someone who's had to pause between gigs, between projects, between the busy rhythms of work and creativity, I've learned that these slower moments aren't interruptions. They're invitations to listen more deeply to what's happening in our hearts. Thank you for joining us on Josh Friends. Let us journey together in hope. Head over to JesCom exclusives on jescom.ph/Josh to continue this beautiful journey of faith and creativity.
Maraming salamat, kaibigan. That wraps up another episode of Josh Friends. I hope today's reading touched your heart and gave you something to reflect on. Remember, you can find the full text of what we shared today, along with many other inspirational resources at the JesCom online shop. Until next time, this is Reverend Migs Ramirez reminding you that you are never alone on your journey of faith. Paalam at ingat, mga kaibigan!